one wire and 6 seed beads on the other wire. Then I've put a 6mm bead on. I'm going to actually show you this pattern in a minute. I was just trying to save time just so that the pattern grows a little bit quicker. Then I've put one of the crystal 6mm beads on, and then my pattern. Right, I'll just shuffle this down so that you can see. So the pattern for this is 6 seed beads on one side, and then 3 of the little crystals. Let me just move those out of the way. There. Okay, so this is the pattern on one wire. I'm talking on the pattern when you get the instructions about your top wire and your bottom wire, so you'll need to lay it flat so you can see which is which. So that one is the bottom wire, so the top wire, although obviously for you it's upside down, so you'll just, it doesn't really matter which way around you put the pattern. But then on the other wire you'll put 3 of the crystal, so that's a small, a large and another small, and then 6 seed beads. If I just thread that down, flip that over so you can see it the right way, and then one of the 6mm crystals and push that down. Now you don't want to push it too tight. I actually don't think it matters if you see a little bit of the wire, because that adds a little bit of character to it as well. But if you push it too tight and bunch it all up, the beads don't move, if that makes any sense. Okay, now what will happen then is when you thread the wire through this little this 6mm bead in the middle, your wires will automatically move, and the bottom one will become the top one and the top one will become the bottom one. Does that make sense?
It does.
Just because of the angle that you're threading them through. So then what I'll do is, if on the necklace what I've done is I've chosen to have all the larger faceted beads on the outside of the necklace. Does that make sense? Because it'll hang better. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So because I'm doing the bracelet here, I'm now going to put the other pattern on the other wire. So as I've got on this wire that's towards you here, the larger bead, I'm now going to put it on this wire in front of me now. I'm done. Just gobbledygook, really, aren't I? Really,
No, not at
waffling. I know what I mean. Hey, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And also, I can rest assured, I've got the instructions with this one as well, so that's a nice thing. So when you're watching this, at the moment, you might be looking, you might be thinking, I don't quite grasp what you're saying, Maggie, but when you get your kit home, don't forget you can craft alongside Maggie. So when you've got your instructions out, you've got your beads there, you've got the setup, you can actually go back and watch on Rewind and craft alongside Maggie there, and of course create that fabulous necklace that Maggie is working with. And of course, when you're creating your necklace, it's not only your necklace that you're going to be making, because you've got enough components in there to make your necklace, to make your earrings, and of course make that fabulous bracelet, all to coordinate as well. And there you go, you can see that gorgeous sparkle that you're going to get with these. There's multifaceted beads that add that gorgeous sparkle, which is why you can see it's called crystal and bead when we're looking at this set. £11.99 for these, as you can see. Pop those into your baskets. 628285. We're down to the last couple of minutes of the hour, and I need to give you some updates with regard to those fabulous little catch that we were looking at earlier on. So the makes 3. We've got the 3, well, we had the 3 different options with these. Now you've got your lily, which is your white. That one has now sold out individually, so you can't get it by itself. It's a set of 3 for £12.99. It has gone. The pink is limited in stock, so if that is your preference, you need to be aware of that one. And we still do have the makes 9, which includes both of those as well. So this is the way that most of you have been placing your order, but just be aware 80% of the stock has gone. So we are getting to the last couple of minutes of the hour now. So 399, 439. If you're wanting any of those, then you need to be quick, because you could potentially miss out on some of those. So what are you up to over there, Maggie?
I'm just carrying on.
Lovely.
I've put the other pattern on. The pattern is basically the same, but it's just you swap the wires round. I mean, you can do whatever pattern you like, actually. You don't have to follow the pattern that I've done, so you can always split them up. But basically, on one of the wires, I put the seed beads first, and then on the other wires, I put the seed beads afterwards, just to create a bit of interest, really. So,
and I'm guessing that as you're working away with this one, of course, you can either adjust it to make it whatever length you like, and then stop when you're ready.
Yeah. I think I used about 17 for the necklace, and I think I used about 5 for the bracelet, and
Wonderful.
you just need one of each on the earrings.
Lovely. Now, Maggie, is this your last show of the year with us today? Oh, well, have a fabulous Christmas and New Year. We'll see you in the New Year, though.
Yes, I'm on January the 12th, I'm on, which is a Tuesday.
Lovely, we'll look forward to that one. Thank you for your inspiration and all these gorgeous kits. And if you have got anything in your basket, please do check your baskets out, especially as those fabulous angels, the details of which are going to pop back up on the screen for all 9 of them. It's been fabulous having your company. Stay tuned, more coming up. Now I'm off to grab myself a cuppa and settle down while I watch Jenny. Jenny is here with a black tag event, lots of inspiration. And then I'm back with the lovely Karen and Oakwood before we're back with the one day special.
Hi, my name's Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp, and how did I get here? Well, when my children, Grace and Mark, were born, I left the corporate world and I took up crafting full time. Then I had a moment of clarity, if you'll pardon the pun, and I came up with the transparent art stamp. And the rest is history, really. For the last 27 plus years, I've been pioneering the art of transparent stamping. I love teaching. For me, it's all about that. And so working with Hochanda is fantastic because it gives me the perfect platform to reach out and work with like-minded people and to be able to show some of the tricks that I've learned along the way. If you like my style and you like what I do, then please join me, Barbara Gray, on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Whether it's stamping, mixed media, or art journaling, join us at Hochanda for our journey into everything creative and messy, and see what you can create with our stamps.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for well over 20 years now and a designer for just over 10 years. Sentimentally Yours is my multi-award winning brand of clear stamps, rubber stamps. I've now also introduced lots of craft dyes in there, designer papers. I have my mediums where we've introduced the Flawless Media brand into the Sentimentally Yours family. So on our Hochanda shows we aim to inspire you, to be educational and to teach you how to get the most from the products that we're bringing to you. The Sentimentally Yours family has grown to include my good friend Julia Watts and our new designer Trudy Howard. Hopefully we're all going to bring something different to the show, so you're going to be enriched with lots of different ideas and inspiration. Be sure to join us for our Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Julie.
And I'm Paula.
And together we are Julie Hickey Designs. We formed our partnership after many years of friendship, after both of us being in the craft industry for well over 20 years.
We have a great partnership. I do all the day-to-day business side and Julie does all the designing.
Our range of stamps and dies are made to the highest quality. Our stamps are the deepest etch that are available and they are made in the UK. and they give you beautiful, clean, crisp impressions every time, and our dies cut like a dream. The thing I love to do most is to share my ideas, hints and tips with you, the Hochanda viewers, so I can inspire you to pick up a stamp and get creating. So be sure to tune in for the Julie Hickey design shows
On Hochanda.
Hello, good morning. Well, we've got a fabulous show lined up for you. One of my favourite guests, Jenny, is here. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Alex. Nice to see you again. It's
Nice
really
to
lovely
see
to
you
be back.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Good stuff. Now, we've got some fabulous books on the show, wonderful DVDs.
Some person I know quite well has written an awful lot of them, plus another friend of mine's written the rest.
There we go. And I wonder who that could be. Now, we're going to start off with our wonderful Fans and Fabrications. You've got the book and you've popped in the Easy Peasy DVD
It's
for
a
us.
freebie because if you haven't done any patchwork, this is going to take you right from the very start.
Yep.
From choosing fabrics, how you cut, it builds on learning.
Yes.
It deals with 6 different blocks. The Fans and Fabrications will add more interest. That deals with nips and tucks and twiddles and fiddles and has some really simple things in there based at beginners, has
Yep.
one or two slightly more complex. So if you didn't want the DVD,
Right.
that's a Christmas present to a friend, because these days we've got time, we're stuck at home,
Yep.
we don't know what to do. Why not start a new hobby? And that DVD will open the doors to a brand new hobby. That will give somebody some interest, something slightly more complex in the fans.
Yep.
There's an extremely easy flower, which I will demo, a fabulous little sort of wiggly decoration which you could put anywhere. There's a very simple stuffed baskety things which you can make all sorts of soft sculptures and really easy to use.
Amazing. Now, we said we've got some absolute steal of a deal here. So there's your Easy Peasy Patchwork DVD. You've got the Fans and Fabrications book. It is a over half price sale here, something like 54% saving, which is jolly marvellous. Now, you've popped out for us some samples as well from the Fans and the Fabric. There we go. Fans and Fabrications, I should say. So have a little look. Is that an easy one to do?
It is simple when you just read the words, the templates in the book, or basically all it is, Alex, is tucks radiating out from a circle centre.
It's wonderful. And then this one behind me
Combines that block with the very simple daisy flower that is just squares. There's no curved seams, it's all squares.
Yep.
Really simple.
Lovely stuff. So just having a look at this. Do check out your basket. It's busy already. It's only £11.98. You're not paying for that DVD. You're saving £14. Yeah. That DVD is actually worth £15. So you're basically paying £1 for it. 674284 is the item number. Next, then, we've got a lovely book bundle. This is done by your friend?
Yes, this is done by Karen Hellaby. Now, Karen Hellaby has been teaching as long as I have on the circuit, which makes us really ancient and old. But she has here 3 books that are very simple techniques.
Right.
And briefly, the simple techniques are, if I can sort of whip through them.
Oh, yeah, do you want to do it? That's absolutely
if I
fine.
may.
Yes, of course.
Right, let's start off with So Simple Pinwheels. And So Simple Pinwheels really is nothing more complex than taking 2 half squares stitched together and then cutting them up in a certain way. And if you cut them up in a certain way, you will get that design. What could be simpler? Her So Simple Hexy Flowers is basically using the jewel template. Now, many of us have the jewel template. Perhaps you've got it as a die-cutting one, although you needn't fuss, because in the book, she actually gives you all the templates. Now, this is where I take my hat off to Karen, because she's put her templates in the middle, which means you don't have to destroy the book. You just take the middle page out.
Good thinking.
But when you understand the theory, all of the ideas here done with jewel shapes can be done with any other jewel shape or hexagon shape that you happen to have. So that takes you through the So Simple Hexy Flowers. Nice book. Again, you've got 3 books there. If one of them you don't fancy, hey, Secret Santa present for somebody?
Good point.
Finally, So Simple Attic Windows. Now, usually attic windows is an absolute pain in the BTM because you've got a Y-seam. Well, who wants to do a Y-seam? Our Karen has come up with a very, very simple technique of abandon the Y-seam.
Okay.
I won't tell you her secret because you'll have to buy the book, but there is no Y seam in this attic windows. It is Y seamless. So very simple. I think all the books are aimed at really rank beginners, and even the more expert one will say, hey, that's not a bad idea. I wish I'd thought of that. So there you go, Alex.
Wonderful. Love that. Again, look at the saving. You are saving £17.50. It's only £12.50. So this is a 58% saving you've got here, because obviously we're in our black tag event. 868181 is the item number. Then we've got some more by Karen. Here's another set of 3. What can we expect in these?
These are very different books, because these are the books she wrote initially, and Fast Flying Geese Quilts, if I can say it properly, has a whole load of ideas of what to do with that traditional block, the flying goose. It takes you through how you can do offset ones. It takes you through various ways of playing Christmas runners. What I liked particularly in mind, because I've just moved house, was this one where you've got the champagne glasses one on top of the other. It's a flying goose shape. Basically a quarter square triangle in the middle with 2 half square triangles either side. Look at all the other things you can do in this book. This is going to take that basic patchwork shape into a completely new level. It's even got offset ones, so that book has much to work with. This one, Sew a Row Project, well, this is her famous Sew a Row quilt. Right. And basically it deals with a whole series of block designs that you put together in strips. You can have them as squares if you like, or you can literally have them in strips, because all she does is she sews rows, and there you are on Sam's Chickens. All of the designs that are on here are in the book, and they're simply done by sewing a row of designs, putting them together, and hey presto, look what you can have. If you're a rank beginner, they are simple shapes. You can move on. If you're an expert, just think what you can do with these things with colour, shape and form, and maybe add some texture to it, because if you have one of my textured twiddle books, you could do some of these surfaces with a few nips and tucks and twiddles and fiddles.
Excellent. Again, just the details then. £25 for all 3 of those. There's so much information. There is £18 off. 768900 is your item number. I do like the name of this, Foldy Rolly. I really like that.
Because it's got folds and rolls in it.
Indeed.
And it's got a bit of pizzazz as well.
Okie dokie. So have a look. I mean, they're all different shapes, but are they all the same technique that we're seeing on here?
They're different techniques, but mainly they're squares and rectangles. And what I did was try to take new ideas or traditional blocks and give it a new twist.
Right.
The great thing about working with texture, Alex, is because you've got a surface that is not flat, if you've made a slight mistake, by the time you've rolled an edge over that little miss of missing stitching, it doesn't notice. So you can get away with absolute blue murder.
Love that phrase, love that. So again, just having a little flick through here, Catherine wheels, look at that. And what I love is you explain everything so well.
Thank you.
You know, yeah, very, very much so. So that's another, and I think you're going to demo a bit of this
I am
later.
indeed, yes.
Excellent. £11.99. You've got a £4 saving on this one. Item number is 318275. Then next we've got a set of 3 DVDs. What can we expect on these ones then?
Right, these DVDs are really, it's a lesson on a disc. Many people like visual learning, and I take you through stage by stage every single bit. And the nice thing about DVDs, you can pause it.
Right.
So you have got the basic patchwork one. You've then got the Sudoku one, which takes you through 9 textured different designs.
Yeah.
And you've got the Daisy Delight, which is a wonderful flower. All of the DVDs will give you very clear, concise instructions on how you do it. I think the nice thing about it is that if you pause, you can obviously see it very closely. But the interesting thing about it, if you pause it and my face is there, my mouth will always be open. And do you know what my late husband said? He said that the only place that I'll never get arthritis is in my mouth.
Genius, love that. Do I have some samples here from this one? I think this white one is, isn't it?
Yes, both of them are. You can do the Sudoku one in all one colour, or you can do it in colour as you have it on the other side.
Amazing. Yeah, we're just having a little look at this now. Fab. And this one as well, the coloured one.
That's the Sudoku one as well. It's just done in colour. because people don't always want to work in cream.
No.
But of course, cream is so universal. You can give it, and in today's modern houses, when we go for minimalistic look, something like that on
Yep.
the wall, or your quilt made of that, or your hangings made of that, or just use each idea, blow it up, make it bigger,
Right.
and use it as a cushion front, because you don't have to have it as a 4.5-inch square.
Yeah, good idea, good idea. £29.97, £14 saving. Item number is 606909. Then we have got Easy Peasy Patchwork 1 and 2 next, haven't we?
Yes. Now, those are the 2 patchwork things that I did, and they totally build on learning. So the first one, as we've explained before, goes back to how you do it.
Yeah.
It is completely template free. There are templates you could buy if you happen to fancy having them, but you don't need them to do all the designs.
Right.
The second one takes you through another load of traditional designs, and all of them build on learning. It's a learning curve on a disc. So you can pause it, watch it, stop it. If you are somebody who's perhaps very, very experienced, you still might find some use in there, because there are techniques that I use that not everybody uses. There are ways of doing it. I discuss your seams, I discuss your fabrics, I discuss rotary cutting, why